Hey, what's up? It's Garrett. The following episode of Channel 451 Tunnel Talk was recorded on Wednesday, August 27th, 2025, year of our Lord, where Heine, Alan, Adam, and Jam talked a few things related to Detroit City FC, meetings that took place regarding the new stadium, the Les Rouges' win over Tampa Bay Rowdies this past weekend, discussion maybe on some players that will be out of contract after the 2025 season, and a different kind of football perhaps that could be played at AlumniFi Field. All this and more in this episode you're about to check out. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and make the most out of life and all those around you. We go onward. Call.
People know us now. People know what to expect. Now we gotta take it to another level.
Look, city till I die, say hi to the bad fella. Hella smooth with the flow, so grab your umbrella. Yeah, we make it rain, bring the pain, things are changing. Power rankings take us.
Hello?
We're recording.
Is this thing on?
We're on.
Hello.
We're gonna get started because Dennis promised me he's coming on later with his bucket hat. But for now, I think we've got a quorum to record the 973rd episode of Tunnel Talk. It's been a long haul, everyone.
We've got the A team at least tonight.
Those classic episodes in the 1960s were fantastic.
We're in syndication at this point on
late night
land.
TV for sure.
Yeah. We got Adam, we got Jam back from out west, we got Alan.
Yeah.
In 2014, Kit? 13. Okay. Yes. Correct. Speaking of Kit, the MPSL patch. Love it. Speaking of kits, I did want to just mildly apologize for my previous hate on the Sunset kits. I did think they looked a lot better on the pitch with the red shorts, or whatever, rouge shorts and socks. It did still look a little bit like Watford, but the overall vibe was much better than I anticipated. So
It's very big of you, man.
The whole thing together was.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can admit when I'm wrong. All right, let's start. Alan, do you want to touch some stadium? You were at the event the other day, yeah?
So it was the first of the listening sessions to get
Correct.
all corporate. So these events are meant to give the club some input, I guess, for lack of a better word, on things beyond the stadium design itself, because that's pretty much, as everyone's seen, is rolled out in fair detail, and we did get even more details in terms of actual architectural drawings and stuff like that at the meeting. So this is meant to think about how we're going to utilize the stadium. What does game day look like? Are there specific concerns, from whatever angle you're coming at this, as a active supporter, as somebody who has family, who comes to the games, just like wherever you're coming at it from, what is your view on the new stadium? What should the club do? What should they avoid? Things like that. Other concerns. It pretty much covered the full range, both game day, neighborhood, and so it started off with Sean Mann presenting some additional drawings that hadn't been released, and showing some different architectural drawings of various views, cutaways, and things like that. And just like, it's fantastic in terms of what many of us are looking for in a stadium design. It's just like once that is up and running, it's going to be pretty cool. And then it broke into, given the size of our group that was in this first meeting, into two separate groups.
How many people do you think were there in attendance?
I think about 40, maybe.
Okay.
So, two fairly large groups of and it was some people I've never seen, some of the longtime supporters. So it was like people we hang out all the time at games and stuff like that. So it really was a range of different people. So this was the first of 4 sessions they're having. I can't remember. Sounds right.
So, yeah.
And so the breakouts were kind of structured around some set questions. Not all of them we got to, because once the conversation is going, you don't want to stop midstream. So kind of interesting to hear from the back and forth as we brought up stuff, and some of us were focused more on the game day supporter section stuff. Other people had other concerns, and so one of the people facilitating, not even facilitating, but just kind of taking notes in our group was somebody that is on staff with the club as a project manager. So that was interesting. So this is kind of somebody who's going to be behind the scenes doing stuff. I don't know if it's just specifically for the stadium. It sounded a lot like that, but some of that infrastructure support that we've kind of been concerned about sounds like they have brought in some people for that. So that's about it. It's kind of I wasn't keeping notes. It was pretty informal. So they said that basically the other sessions would be much like the first one. So there wasn't a real need to attend all of them. I don't think that's what they were looking for. They want to get a variety of different discussion. So that first one's probably good enough for me.
These are the ones they sent the emails about that they wanted people to sign up for, right?
Right.
Do you know, can people just show up whether they fucking signed up or not, or signed up late or whatever? Is it tightly knit, or is it oops, I forgot to sign up, but I want to go?
They did a retinal scan before they let Alan in.
I sat down with the lawyer, went through the non-disclosure, and my lawyer didn't want me to sign it, but I did it anyways. So no, it seemed pretty informal.
Okay.
I think if you're somebody that kind of at least is known to various people, there shouldn't be any issue.
If I forgot to sign up, maybe
you're not going to have a problem. If it's somebody they've never seen before in the world, they're going to say, well, why are you here? So
they might have a problem now. So I don't know.
You know what? I'm going to take my.
They have a picture of Adam at the door. Do not admit.
They're gonna. I want to be there when Jam pulls the "Do you know who I am" card.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? As embarrassed as I am to admit it, it would not be the first fucking time.
Were there any maybe concerns that were brought up in your breakout group that you maybe found surprising, or oh, I hadn't thought of that, or seemed something out of left field?
Remember, what was the tidbit that they told us that I thought was...
I don't know. What is it, Alan?
I can't remember. Where's my phone?
Where's his notebook?
His notebook. Notes, Alan.
He's got the notebook.
No notes. Also, no memory. So it's a problem when you get to my age. So, no. Not that I can remember. I'm absolutely forgetting something. So I'm sure it was...
We'll find out by the end of the recording.
Yeah,
That's right.
or next time. You
Or
never
next time.
know.
From somebody who goes to one of those other sessions and
Yeah.
I'll go to one.
reminds us.
I'll remember the tidbit with my young mind.
Was there any progress on renaming the stadium Mexicork Park or whatever we decided we're calling it?
Well,
I,
I'm
I
sure
mailed in a petition that had 4 signatures on it. So
okay, well that's 4 more
Was
than I
my
expected.
forged signature my actual signature? Or did you just draw a dick?
no, I used my very best cursive handwriting.
Okay, well
I used to
that'll be
date
a
a
tip off.
guy
Hey, well,
who,
that's fake for sure.
when he would never let me pay the tab anywhere, but he would just like leave his card and pay. So every time he paid, but the receipt needed to be signed, I would just draw Dick as his name.
Very official.
That's the way.
Okay, good.
So much help there.
It's okay.
Here's the big question of the day. Has this men's team finally turned a corner? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but they are now, in the month of August, 7 points from 4 matches. And I think in the previous 3 months, they'd accumulated 4 league points total.
Not to get it. Go ahead,
Is this
Alan.
the point in the discussion where we say no jinx? Because I get the feeling like if we start talking about how great these guys are,
I don't think they're great, but I'm just wondering if maybe we're starting to find a little bit of form or confidence or whatever it is.
and the impact of certain new players coming in too.
Correct.
Not to get ahead of myself, but no.
Ooh, all right. Let's start there, Adam. This is where we expected to go with Adam's.
I mean, you can. I mean, no reasonable person can come on and say that yes, they're back. I mean, you take the sample size from May to at the beginning of May to when they started, accumulating some points. See here, so that would be from the beginning of May up until August 9th. So obviously not even a month ago is when they started to, put together this.
A few good results. They put together a few good results, right?
I mean, in the Indy result was a 1-0 win, and I thought that despite what some people would say that we should have scored more goals because we were up a man for most of the match. City controlled that game for essentially the entire match, except for maybe 5-10 minutes in the second half when Indy was really pressing. I mean, I thought the most quality performance probably was that North Carolina FC game where they ended up drawing. I thought it showed the most guts. It showed the most grit because they were able to come back from a 1-0 down on the road and come away with a point in that one
Against a pretty good team.
Against a pretty good team in North Carolina who was ahead of them in the table, and it's a game that they needed to come away with something. And then the Tampa Bay game, I mean, again, I don't want to take anything away from that win itself because, some things that I saw on social media is like, oh, well, it's just Tampa. Yes, it's just Tampa, who is still within reach of a playoff spot in the East. So, I mean, and that's the thing. I don't know where City fans get off on, having this massive head on their fucking shoulders to,
I mean, we're 10 points clear of Tampa now, so.
Yeah, so, I mean, but still, I mean, it's 10 points ahead of Tampa. I mean, we saw what happened in the beginning of May up until the beginning of August. She can still turn around pretty quick.
Yeah, so, we're 10 points ahead of Tampa, but to me, in my head, I'm like, that's only 10 points ahead of the worst fucking team. That's still pretty tight.
And we're only 5 points ahead of Indy, who's holding on to the final playoff spot, and
7 points.
We're only 7 points ahead of Rhode Island, who is who is on the outside looking in ninth right now. So, I mean, sample size is very important in this sense right now. And it's you know what, you get at me when we take care of these next couple of matches here. You've got San Antonio coming in this Saturday.
Who are good.
You have Orange County coming in after that. Then they go on the road to take Alan's favorite team in New Mexico. And then they're at home again against Lexington, who, I mean, there's points to be had there in points that they need if they want to stay above this playoff line in the East.
Yeah.
Because after that, it doesn't get any easier. Then you're hosting Lou City, you're hosting North Carolina, Loudoun, who came out and said they're going to fire their coach, who knows what's going on there. And then you've got you on the road to finish out the season in Charleston and Tampa Bay. You need to take care of business against these Western Conference teams coming up here because.
Yeah, Orange County and New Mexico and Lexington, they're all like on 28 or 27 points. So, I mean, they're roughly in a similar situation to us in terms of, how they've done thus far in the season. Well, we've got negative Nelly out of the way. Jam, are we back?
I don't know yet.
That's a no. That's a no. That's a no.
I mean, I'm not as negative as Adam. Adam's
negative.
maybe the only person in my life that I am less negative than, generally,
I am not
in
negative.
all aspects.
You know Dennis, and you're going to call me.
Dennis sometimes likes things. You're my friend that hates everything.
I love everything.
It's not true.
I love all of you on this podcast.
I feel better than I did a month ago. I've not completely lost hope yet. Full disclosure, I was at the airport and on a plane for the match, so I didn't actually get to watch the play. I only followed along on Discord and saw the result. I mean, a win is good. Honestly, yeah, whatever. It's Tampa, but even just I feel like if nothing else, it was nice for the guys to get a fucking win at home. That has to feel nice for them, I hope.
Comfortable win.
So, that makes me happy. But I do want to see a little bit more before we decide, is it a fluke? And I also want to be able to actually watch a match and get a vibe on what the play on the field looks like.
Yeah,
do the guys still look as tired and exhausted as they have lately on the field? Are the new faces going to be something that are turning things around? Is it because of that? Is it something else? After this last match, it is still hard for me to get a full vibe because I basically missed the match.
Sure.
But I feel better than I did a month ago for sure.
I think that's fair. Fair and balanced, I would say.
I wasn't being fair.
You were being, I think, fair and maybe unbalanced. Alan.
Okay. So
what's the vibe?
I'll preface this by saying past results are not indicative of future outcomes.
Ooh, that's very insightful, I'd say.
But
what are you trying to say, Alan?
Well, what I'm trying to say is that we've had a history of being really bad during the depths of summer and then ending on a high note. And we just seem to be sliding into that pattern again. Now,
I hope it's that.
Is that nailed on? Of course not. But just watching the players play, they seem like they're got it together a lot more than they had. I think the addition of Kobe maybe has unlocked this midfield.
Okay.
And that makes everybody else's job easier. So we've had a bit of a perk up in what we're able to do in the attack, and that's not just one player, but multiple players seem to be starting to combine better, and that. So I like what I'm seeing in terms of the gameplay. So but Tampa Bay's got issues. They got some issues that whoever they're playing, they're going to have issues. They got kind of ugly in terms of you could tell that they weren't succeeding in what they're doing, so they're just taking out on our guys, and so they got to deal with that. It got kind of ugly at sometimes in the match. So, we would have had very significant questions if we didn't beat them. But we got some tough matches coming up, so I'm sure we'll talk about some of those. But not to say this is vibes based, but they look more relaxed.
Yeah.
In the game. Maybe a little less pressure on them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's been a tumultuous couple of weeks or whatever. I'm sure all of this thing's going. Yeah, I mean several weeks I guess now for sure. But I mean that's got to play into their overall psyche and ability to perform on the field as well.
Yeah.
Darren Smith scored again, so that's a good sign I think. For the team.
He heard all Alan's comments and
lit a fire.
How much longer are we going to have that, though? Because I saw somebody talking the other day, I think it was in the Discord, because he's having a baby in a little bit.
Yeah.
They say that people fall off when they have babies because, you're tired and shit. I don't know. I don't have any babies. I don't know how that works, but I bet it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. I don't drink coffee, at all.
Somebody.
There's been 2 periods of time in my life when I drank coffee. And it was the 3 months immediately following the birth of each of my children, because I literally could not keep my eyes open.
Fair.
You get scared. I got scared and intimidated. I'm like, holy shit. So maybe that's what they're feeling too.
It is. There is terrified, mixed with exhaustion.
I don't know if anybody's ever been terrified of a 2-month-old.
No, that's
baby,
my general reaction. To
I was gonna say I'm
actually
terrified of all
terror.
children.
Hence why I don't have any.
Well, I was gonna say though, Jaime is to Ben Morris as Alan is to Darren Smith, right?
I hope that's a good thing.
I don't know if we'll have to review my.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that. I'm
that's
not
like
sure.
I'm about the one, the levels of criticism here.
Okay.
SAT logic test.
I was gonna say, yeah, I have to pull out my Harvard or Princeton review. Anyways,
I probably did it wrong anyway, but whatever.
It made sense. I get what you're driving at. So.
Juice scored another banger. Possibly the goal of the season for me. I'm still between that one and Cedeno's winner in Phoenix. Those are the 2 front runners for me. Well, I'm wondering though, are all of these, because he's been in a really good run of form for a while now, but maybe the only bright spot on the team through this rough patch, and by rough patch I mean the last 3 months. He's only on loan. With every passing good performance, is he? Are we closer to losing him for next year?
Is he even signed for next year though?
No, he's not. That's the thing. He goes back on loan. The loan ends. I don't know if Lexington has him under contract for next year or if he's a free agent after this year. But he's definitely the loan is up
At the end of the season.
at the end of the season.
Who
And
they
then-
know? That was my question. That was my question. Is he even? Does Lexington even have him under contract for next year? Which I thought I heard from somebody that I thought I heard from somewhere that he isn't under contract for next year.
Okay.
Regardless, though, like I mean, so even if he is a free agent, like, is someone else with big money gonna come in and offer him? Because he's been in great form, right? Like, I wonder if, and he seems like a great kid, like kid, whatever. But like, I don't know if that's and he seems to be enjoying his time here in Detroit, but I don't know if that's enough to keep him after this. I mean, really going back several months, he's been like on fire. So
I'd love to bring him back. I mean, he's I think one of the not to be negative or anything like that, but he's one of the select few players that I would for sure bring back next season. And I think the most frustrating part about it is not so much that, you know, he's playing well right now, which could lead to him not being here next year because of, you know, more competition to sign him, wherever
Right.
it is that may be. But it's just it's the uncertainty surrounding our sporting side in the front office right now, and you know what that's going to look like come this off season, and what direction that is going to go. Because I mean, it's maybe a topic for a different day or for a different segment, but I mean, I think there's probably going to be a lot of turnover this off season, and I hope that Dioff is given a good long look and is given some consideration to be pursued by Detroit City FC, because what sucks is we had Kisiadu last year on loan,
yeah,
who was really good for us, and we ended up losing him because the loan was up and he went back to Europe. And then this season we have Dioff, who, you know, the hype was there in the off season and ended up, you know, living up to it now. And
I love
there's
him.
now there's probably a really good chance that we lose him this off season as well. I guess the silver lining, though, and the hope is, you know, he's close to lie, it seems like. And,
Yeah.
you know, maybe that's a connection that could bring him back. But who knows what's going to
For
happen
sure.
with Lie next year. So, I mean, I would bring him back in a second. But I just don't know if it's in the cards due to that uncertainty.
Jope is under contract next year.
Is he under contract
Through
next year? Okay.
Yeah. Through 2026. Yeah. Jam, you said you love him.
I love him.
I do too.
That's what I got. I mean, he's been fucking killing it. Like, I love him.
Oh, wonder where he would be right now if he would have gotten that shot earlier in the season instead of having to fight for minutes. And
Yeah, I mean, we were always he turned up in that U.S. Open Cup match, right? And he looked really good, and then it was just like nothing it took like injuries basically for him to kind of really get a run in the team, and now he's kind of exploding. But Alan, do you love Juve?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, of course I do. How could you not? But yeah, I mean, who's staying and who's going is going to be, you know, quite the question.
It's gonna be a weird fucking off season, y'all.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do this. Since I have the transfer market page up, we're gonna be the general manager, since our sporting director. That is a vacant position, as some of you
Our
may
sporting director. What sporting director?
know.
we are the sporting director.
So these are the players that are out of contract at the end of this year. and I'm gonna ask.
My paper.
I'm not gonna. We won't count the loan players. These are just players that are under contract, and you're gonna tell me if you're keeping them or if we're releasing them into the
Universe.
into the wild, into the universe. Exactly. Okay. So
We're
number
gonna
one.
we're gonna make friends with this part of the show.
Oh my god.
You know what? I didn't join a fucking podcast to make friends.
Come on.
I joined this podcast to get famous.
The takes are gonna get spicy here. All right. Jay Chapman, number one.
Bye.
Bye.
Like goodbye, or you're buying him?
No. See ya.
Like bye, bye, bye. Like Justin Timberlake and Insane.
Okay. So that's 2.
You can't keep him.
Oh, wow. I would have kept him, but probably as more of a rotational person. Like I think we brought him in to be like the starting guy, and that hasn't quite worked out as well. I think he could still be useful, personally. But all right, number 2. This is where the sparks may fly. Ryan Williams.
You already know my answer for this.
And you already know mine. Adam.
See ya.
Alan.
I might quit the podcast tonight.
I would keep him.
Okay.
Alan's my boy.
I think he's a good contributor.
We're split on this one. Okay. Sebastian Guenzati.
Bye. See ya.
I mean, we haven't really seen much, so are we gonna see more? No.
I think they took a flyer on this guy, hoping that he might show some promise, but it's clearly like this is.
Boys, if you're listening, most of this is not personal.
No,
boys, if you're listening, stop listening.
No one's listening. I think it was worth a flyer.
Except for Walter.
I mean, shout out to Walter.
Like, I don't think it was a bad idea to bring him in. I just don't really.
He's got a decent track record, and I just
there's a spot at this point. Really,
he's just 34. You know what I mean? Like, he's just past his best, and I think that's just the way it is sometimes. All right.
I don't think he's been used in the greatest positions.
Agree.
This season either. I mean, some of this. Yeah. So, I thought he. Like I said, I didn't mind the signing, but I mean, if we're looking ahead to next season, I would go in a different direction.
All right, everyone's favorite YouTuber, Matt Sheldon.
I would keep Matt Sheldon, for a lot of reasons. Honestly, like he's looked pretty decent this year. He's kind of stepped up when he's needed to fill in where he needs to fill in.
Yeah.
And I mean, at this point, like, he's been here, he fits in here. I feel like he's also a vibes guy. Like, people like him. He, with all his other stuff that he already does on the side with, like, his podcast and his social media, I think on and off the field, he's somebody who I see as an asset, and, like, I would like to see him retire with us, honestly.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 33, just 33. His birthday was.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought he was older than that.
Like, he's the type of person I think we could keep around, and even, I mean, this is wishful thinking just based on who he is and what he does, but he's the type of guy I'd love to see, like, stick around with the club in another capacity, to be completely honest.
For sure.
Like the social media manager.
He's 33 years old. The play as of late, I would offer him something.
I agree. I think his performances have been better this year than they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, like he was just in the team of the week, like last week or the week before. I can't remember, but
again, I mean,
this last week, yeah.
Yeah.
Any guy over 30, though, I'm gonna have some real hesitations about. I mean, you are on the wrong side of 30. The bottom can fall out at any time.
That's
so
true.
I've
seen his off-season workout YouTube videos, though, and I feel pretty good about how he takes care of himself.
How old is Ryan Williams?
He's 30.
For Jam's information and just for this.
For 34 and a half.
34 and a half, okay. I'm still going to have to go with no on that one.
I'm going to Fight Adam.
Matt Sheldon's performance this season has been surprising, and on the good side.
Yeah, it has.
Because I too have felt like he's going to time out at some point, or he's going to pick up a really bad injury, and it's just like there's no coming back from that. But I would say not only is he better than last year, this may be one of his best seasons ever. At least, in the recent history.
Yeah.
And I kind of just put it down to like just putting his head down and working hard and staying fit and all of that stuff that's, pretty boring, but sometimes works.
And staying ready, because at the beginning of the season he wasn't in the team at all, and then again, like through different circumstances, he's gotten his moment and he seized it, and now he's
shown some flexibility in terms of how he's being used, and I think that's something that Danny really likes. I've been a little alarmed that he's been moved around as much, so that you have to use him that way, but he doesn't seem like the kind of player that you would use that way. But now that it's happened, he's shown that he can kind of play
working.
In the back or further up.
He could have been the guy at the beginning of the season who wasn't getting minutes and just kind of was like, whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, check
and
out.
like not kept up with his fitness and his effort and things like that. But like the fact that he has and that he clearly gives a fuck, that matters.
Yep. I think he's a good example.
All right, 100% agree. So we're keeping Sheldon. What about our good buddy Makuruva? Nobody knows anything about this guy. He could be in Texas right now for all we know.
I think he's locked in the tunnel.
The tunnel.
You've been looking at his Instagram stories, and he's around.
Yeah, no, he's living it up.
So maybe he's one of those guys you keep under glass until you need him, and so far we haven't needed him, thank God.
Yeah.
And obviously people want to see him because of the history and all that stuff, but the whole saga of our goalkeeping staff has been quite up and down this season. But lately, Saldana's been doing really good, like noticeably good.
Yeah.
He's got like a second wind happening right now.
Something, yeah, because that guy disappeared for several months.
Yeah.
Make the lineup.
Well, and Herrera didn't really seize. We talk about Sheldon seizing the moment. Herrera didn't really do that. So,
you know what? I would keep him just because we haven't seen much really at all of anything, but he's still here.
Yeah.
And I would like to, and I have no good reason to say no. So I'll say yes.
If we're keeping a third goalkeeper, I think you could do worse.
Well, yeah, if we have the intention of having a third goalkeeper, why would we go find somebody else?
Yeah.
He's been practicing
How old
with
is
this
he?
for a year now, so
He's 29.
Not quite half a
so-
year.
God, Adam, you sound like me on dating websites. How old
I need to know which way to swipe. Yeah, I'm keeping McGruvo.
Okay.
I'm keeping him.
Unanimously.
I think he's. You know
Yeah, go
what?
ahead.
He was really impressive in that friendly against Santos.
Oh yeah.
He made, I think, probably the best save of the season in that game. And that's not any type of anomaly. I mean, I think City fans of all people know how good McGruva can be. I mean, that Open Cup match too a couple of years ago. I mean, I remember him just, that save against Devon too was really good in that match. And if it wasn't for his eyeball detaching or something like that. Who knows where that where that match would have ended up. I mean, City probably still would have won, considering how bad Michigan looked in that game. But I mean, it probably would have been a lot closer than what it turned out to be. And I mean, McRib has always been a really, really good keeper.
He makes saves.
Yeah, I mean, and that's your job. I mean,
You literally have one job.
Yeah, you have one job. So I just want to see him take a penalty too, like go and snatch the ball from, I don't know.
That would be mint.
And then have him do a bunch of flips after he converts it. So.
All right, I think I know where this one's gonna go. Kobe Hernandez Foster, one of the newest members of the team.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Never leave me.
It's the missing link. Or missing piece, not missing link. Listen, missing piece.
Yeah.
Instant impact.
Yeah.
Yesiel Cedeno.
I would keep him. I mean, I feel like he's been a little up and down. He's had obviously like some matches where he is fucking phenomenal, and other ones not so much. I feel like I can't remember because I just can't remember things. Did he came in mid last season, or was he at the beginning?
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's what I thought. And that's the thing. I mean, we didn't get a whole season out of him last year, and we really didn't see him very much last year. But I feel like he's finally gotten a chance to get minutes. And I would say overall, from just what I've watched, I feel like he's been more useful and helpful than not. So, yeah, keep him.
Yeah, looking at the FOTMob scores or the ratings on aggregate for all his appearances, he's one of the better players in terms of the rating.
What's his average rating?
6.8.
Okay.
6.8. 6.842.
Okay.
So
that's respectable.
Not the highest, but it's.
I think anyone who's around 7, right, is having a pretty good season. So.
You know who's got the highest?
Uh-oh.
Other, let's say other than Kobe, because he's only got 4 matches.
Matt Sheldon.
Close.
Michael Bryant.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at it.
No, that's wrong.
Oh.
Oh, thank God.
Sheldon.
I mean, wait, no, I didn't.
Clipping that bit and.
What did I miss?
Alan making fun of players.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have to ask a really stupid question, though.
Okay.
I assume this is probably something that, like, all of our 10 listeners know. But because I'm here for color commentary and not stats, and I don't know shit about FOTMob except that it is a thing that exists. This point rating system, is that, like, out of a 10? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Like, I don't know this shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
8 is like player of the match. I mean that you don't see much higher than 8.5. If you see a 9, that means fucking.
I don't think I've ever seen a 10.
No, I've never seen a 10. That's like.
I don't think I've ever seen a 9.
Yeah, 9 is very rare.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Kobe Hernandez Foster got an 8 point something the other day.
Yeah, 8.5. I think.
8.5. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like superior. If you're getting below 5, oh man, yeah. There's been some 4.5s in our history, and you never want to see that.
Fair. I needed to ask because these are things I don't know. I'm not a fucking nerd.
I'm keeping Cedeno too.
Yeah. I think the highs outweigh the lows overall.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes people just have a bad fucking day.
It happens. Alex
I
Villanueva.
think if he wasn't there, we would really miss him.
Yes, and I think there's something. He's got something, like some qualities that nobody else on the team has. So I think that's.
He also has some of my favorite fucking goal celebrations.
He's always good for a dance.
That's
here.
important.
Good vibes.
Hot vibes. All right, Alex Villanueva.
Alex.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing him back.
Like,
This hurts me. I think I'm with Adam. I like him a lot as a player, and I think he's got some really good things to offer, but it's been super inconsistent.
I feel
The
like
last 2
something's
years-
not clicking with him lately.
And I think
'Cause I do
defensively,
really like
it's
him.
a struggle. Yeah.
He seems
And I don't know what
disengaged.
it is.
He seems disengaged, and he seems disengaged. You know, a lot at times this year. Which
Yeah, when he's on, he's on. But like, I don't know. I feel like something happened with him.
I mean, he's a
Who
younger
hurt
player
you?
too.
Who hurt you, Alex?
He's only just turned 23.
Yeah.
So I think there is probably still margin to improve and develop, but you just wonder if maybe there's an upgrade.
He's one of those people that my consideration of keeping him would probably be determined on who else is on the roster.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like if there was open space or like specific guys that he vibed with, I would lean towards yes, but like depending on who else would be left, I would also potentially go no.
Mm.
You know, I don't know if it's true or not, but it seems to me that he's gotten better. He was quite error prone initially, and I think he is doing better. So I maybe it's that part of that, process of just growing up and honing his craft. So I would lean towards keeping him, but if he left, it wouldn't be the end of the world.
I think that's fair and balanced.
I think that's kind of where I'm at, except the opposite. Given his age,
Right?
Your propensity to be negative.
yeah.
Adam's sitting
Like-
here complaining about the old guys, and we finally offer him up a young one, and he's like,
Yeah.
nah,
Oh
like,
shit!
arms crossed, like no.
get off my lawn.
No, like with him, like I'm not. If it's up to me, I'm more than likely not going to bring him back. However, if he were to come back, I mean, to me, it's not the end of the world, considering he is only 23 years old, and I think that there's still room for growth there. I mean, there's obvious room for growth, only being 23 years old, but if just depends on like what else is out there. I mean, because that's a spot I'm willing to upgrade, if it's available.
Yeah.
So
The time has come. Connor Russ's contract is up at the end of the season. Are we bringing back Commerce Township's favorite son?
yes,
You know what? At the beginning of the season, I would have said no, but now I'm kind of on the yes fence. The only thing that would make me less sad to see him go is like the fact that he's got so much stuff going on now with being in charge of the youth stuff that he's doing now. Like, is it like director of coaching or I don't know what his title is, but like, I like him and I would keep him, but also if that weren't the case, I know he's got other important things to do and he'll still be in our
How old is he?
sphere.
28.
I mean,
He
I
shows
think
the fuck up when we need him.
And that's the thing. Like I love his motor. I love what he's able to offer the team. I think Connor is an excellent player given the right situation.
Yeah,
He may be one of those players where it only works in Detroit. Um,
possibly.
I I would bring him back though because I always thought that he had a place in USL Championship, um, and I think when he's used the right way, he's incredibly effective, especially late in games when you're up and you have the opportunity to just wear down the other team. That's what Connor I think is best at.
Yeah, he's not a starter.
He's not a starter, no.
He's the bring him in at the end and get some shit moving and like clean it up guy.
He's the equivalent to a closer in baseball.
That's a good analogy.
He can close out, finish games for you, and I think that is incredibly important, especially if you're Detroit City, who has trouble scoring goals. If you're up 1-0, and it's getting down to the 80th minute,
you bring him in.
I think Connor's perfect in that spot to shut things down, close it out, and win the game. So I would bring him back.
And also because it's me, and this is things I care about. Like, he's one of those guys again where there's a factor. Like, he's been around for so long.
Yeah, he's a link to the past for sure.
Like, he's a link to the past. He's bought in. He's now involved in other facets of this besides just being a player. He's a culture guy. He's a vibes guy. And I feel like right now, we need those guys more than ever. Like, that's really, really fucking important right now between everything that's going on with the club, everything that's coming up with the new stadium. Like, we need to hang on to some of those guys. We need those people. Yeah.
I would be surprised if he comes back. I think he'll retire.
You think so?
Yeah. But if he does come back, that's fine for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree
for all the reasons everyone said. So he does have a role. It's a pretty specific role. But if he does come back, it'll probably just for the next year. He may come back on a short contract or something. So
no, I buy into that.
I think he's just like ready to do the next phase of his life. So and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Next on the list, there's 2 more names, and we're gonna hit.
This is a lot of names. This could be a lot of turnover.
I told you it's gonna be a weird fucking off season.
Yeah.
Dom Gasso.
Wow, his contract is already up.
I thought he had a 5-year.
I think it was 4 years, wasn't it?
Oh.
Thought so too, but it's maybe Pop Mob's wrong on this one.
Yeah, I could swear we signed him to a 5-year.
When did he score the winner against Pittsburgh? What year was that?
2 years ago.
2023? Yeah. So 23, 24, 25. Yeah, it was longer than 3 years. This must be wrong. All right, well, scratch Dom Gasso. He lives to see another day.
He lives in our hearts.
All right, then the last one is Haruki Yamazaki.
I still love Haruki.
I bring him back.
Alan?
Oh no. I think yes, he hasn't been given a fair shake. But I'm not sure he showed everything that we thought he was going to show us initially. I don't know that you can really keep on waiting for it. So I would lean towards no. We've needed guys in the midfield to step up, and he's, for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe it's practice, maybe it's, whatever. He hasn't been picked as the guy to kind of get things going. So when he's on there, I think he works hard.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just not as impactful as I had hoped he would be.
I found the info on Dom's contract.
Okay, let's
So we officially signed him. Like his shit was announced June of 23, so 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And what it says is he's committed to the club for 4.5 years from then, which is 2.5 years guaranteed because it's a mid-season, and 2 one-year options for 26 and 27. So I guess
So he's in there.
So
Okay.
he's not done, but he's got 1-year options for the next 2 seasons.
Okay.
He goes back on the list.
So he's back on the list.
He's back on the list.
Technically is on the list. I keep him.
How old is he?
He's
a
22.
child.
He's 22. Just turned 22.
I keep him only because
10 days ago.
well, he was on loan for a while, out and gone, so we didn't really get to see him there, and because it wasn't our club, I didn't pay attention to what the fuck he was doing out there. But I don't know. I mean, see, you guys are all like serious and stuff, and I'm just over here like, he's our first academy player, and like this is important, and like let's see him through these next 2 years and see what happens. Unless we can like sell him and get a shitload of money or something, fine. But I don't think we can. So like, let's let the kid cook and see what happens.
I think the problem is
I would agree with that. Actually, I think that takes fairly. It's not like he's not making big money. He's young enough that I think he could still develop. He's from around here. Like it's like
This is what our club is supposed to be.
it's almost like a younger version of Connor Rutz. Like I think like you know what I mean. Like it's not hurt. If he was coming in on a big contract and tons of money, and it was going to cost tons of money to re-sign him, then I'd probably say no.
Yeah, like does
Obviously,
it hurt?
he's not really
to-
playing. He's not really playing. He's not really.
No, I mean, you can always loan the guy out again if you want.
But that's what I'm saying. How about we do this then with Dom? Bring him back, but immediately send him out on loan.
I think that's what he needs. He needs to really but seriously, like he needs to go somewhere next year and play.
He
Like,
needs to play.
either here or somewhere else. So
Yeah,
that
whether it's here or elsewhere.
So
That's the
someone,
thing.
because otherwise we'll never know. Like if he's just sitting on the bench, training and then not getting any match time, like no one's ever gonna know if he can actually play or not.
I don't want him here if he's not going to play.
Yeah. It would be a
So
little bit
I mean,
pointless.
if you bring him back, then you got to put him out on loan if he's not going to be a regular fixture in as a sub or in the starting lineup. And I have a feeling that's not going to be the case. So send him out on loan to a next pro team or a League One team, and just go at it from there. I mean, he's still 20, like you said, he's only 22. That's what I would do with him. If that's not going to be the case, then he needs to go. He needs to go someplace where he's going to play, get minutes, and be able to grow as a player, because it's not happening here. It doesn't seem like it's happening.
He should be
here.
the one saying that about his career.
Yeah. I hope he is
Yeah.
saying that.
You
And
know,
I would assume,
it's like
as a
he's
player, like
kind of
that would
dead
be
ended
kind of the
here.
thing. Like I would rather, as a player, go on loan and not be playing here in Detroit if I'm getting minutes, but still technically be with the club.
You know, he's not getting named to the bench half the time right now.
Yeah, like I want to see the kid play.
So
Maybe he just
so,
wants to play at the new stadium.
Like he's worked up to even be
We
able
all
to get
do.
a pro contract as an academy kid. He should
yeah,
play
he's just not making it.
somewhere.
He's not breaking through.
Mm-mm. But given what could happen with anybody else in the off season, like maybe we need him next season.
He could. I mean, I think he's going to have. I think he's probably going to have a better opportunity someplace else. But if we still want to, we have the option to kind of kind of have it both ways.
Yeah.
In a sense,
I think
if we're willing to put him out on loan.
Yeah, I think that's right. Try.
I see no harm if I'm making the decisions as a club. There's no harm in keeping him because you can't always loan him out.
I think Adam's got it spot on. You keep control of his contract and you give him a chance.
Get him somewhere to play.
Yeah.
Give him renew him, and then but let him know he's probably at least going to spend at least one season out. Yeah.
See, the sporting director stuff isn't that hard. We just solved it all.
I would say hire me, but I don't think they can afford me.
No, that's true. We were gonna end with a new segment called "What's Your Beef," because Dennis was fuming earlier, but since he's not on, we're gonna skip "What's Your Beef." We'll save that for the next time that Dennis is on.
That
we could just make it an every recording segment because.
Also,
there's a lot of beef out there.
I think we might have to start "What's Your Beef" a little bit earlier in the episode.
I think we're going to rename the name of the podcast to "What's Your Beef."
Sponsored by
Beef.
We should just call it "Where's the Beef?"
It's "What's for Dinner."
Where's the beef? A classic of advertising.
It's a classic of advertising, and this classic episode.
I mean, it clearly fucking worked. We all remember it.
It's true.
We have some breaking news.
Ooh.
Give it to me.
Well, we talked about the stadium stuff at the beginning of the show. The co-owner of the Michigan Panthers retweeted
Jesus fucking Christ.
a Majors Detroit tweet.
Oh, shout out to the Majors.
And it was this quote that he originally said, "That's why I keep coming back to AlumniFi Field, the new DCFC stadium. I need more info. This is the exact type of venue I have in mind for the future of the UFL. I'm trying." And then he came back and he said, "We are ready. The question and the concern is, will AlumniFi Field be ready February 2027 or not till February 2028?
It's not going to be ready in February 2027. So
we want in.
Zero chance.
We want in. That's what he
Take
said.
your American football and stick it up your ass.
Oh my God.
I do feel bad for the Panthers. I think that it's like a kind of a cool little thing that they do, and I think, so I wouldn't want them to leave Detroit. It does sound like they can't afford to stay at Ford Field.
You know what, though?
So,
I think there's some good points made that, in, what was it, the Discord or something? Because they're paying what? Forgot how much it was.
it's $1 million a game.
$1 million a game?
Oh my word!
Really?
$500,000 a game.
Yeah.
$500,000 to play at Ford Field.
All right. Well, if they pay double that, they can play at my field.
No, just think about. I mean, again, I think it was Dennis that was making the point that if they paid less, like half of that, that is still a shit ton of money for Detroit
6
City.
games, yeah.
Yeah, and that's
like the entire wage bill.
And that is probably more than enough to repair the grass field, which they anticipate putting in at AlumniFi Field, week to week.
God, but
I mean, and
I'm
then you
only okay with this if I get a cut of that money.
But
I don't want to work anymore.
You add on everything else that could be coming with that deal, and this may be something that the club has really no choice but to accept if it's been offered to them.
Well, we know for a fact that they were planning on having secondary tenants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we just figured it would be like just more soccer stuff. Well, soccer stuff is, even if you get like the state finals for, high school, that's going to be a few $1,000s. I mean, it's nothing.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
Small peanuts.
This is a tenant that can pay because they've been paying, and
yes,
and
God, you guys are convincing me. I hate it.
I mean, I'm all for
it
the.
could be a significant operating boost
Oh yeah,
to the stadium.
And
yeah.
let's look at it this way too, as far as an optic thing too, Alan. I mean, it's just the UFL, but this is a league that is in part owned by Fox
Yeah, it'd be on
and
TV.
has their games shown on Fox
Yeah.
nationally. Not just Fox, all their games are nationally broadcasted games. I mean, it's either on Fox, it's on ABC. So you're going to have the stadium.
It's
You're going to
unpaid
have it
publicity for Detroit
exactly.
City.
So you're going to have. I mean, you're going to have the Detroit City crest on these nationally televised games, which probably goes a pretty long way. And again, that's on top of everything that they would be paying just to rent out the field for 6 games during the spring. And that's the other thing too, is it's just during the spring. This isn't something that happens all year long. It's just during the spring. They're probably going to be out or close to being out by the time the women's season starts. So you know what? Honestly, I think it would be a massive missed opportunity if they don't take it, if it's offered to them.
Here's my question. Say this were to happen. Am I gonna have to personally, in my role here in these places, am I gonna have to deal with more or less dumbasses on the internet calling soccer gay if they are in this field or if they aren't? Like, is this going to let the American football fans be like, okay, DCFC is cool now? Or are more of them going to be like, meh, soccer's gay. Why are we doing this?
I don't think it does anything for it from that standpoint.
Okay.
Just because this isn't the Lions coming in and playing at that field, and you get like those some of those idiot NFL fans.
Yeah, I know. I went to my first Lions game a couple weeks ago. I know.
But like I said, I don't think anything changes from that standpoint. I just think the only thing that changes is potentially a bunch of money coming into the club that is probably going to be needed.
Okay, fine. I'm fine with it. I'm okay with
it.
The
revenue stream would be most welcome. It would destroy my soul a little bit if there's football lines on the field for the very first game of the season, like the inaugural Detroit City match in AlumniFi Field.
No, I will not allow that.
That's one thing. You know what though? That would be one of my. I would tell them, look, we can do this. You've got to remove those lines though before we play.
Yeah.
Whatever you have to do to remove them, they have to be gone.
Get out there and lick them off the fucking field for all I care.
I mean, the other thing that it might do indirectly is if you have American football as a secondary tenet, it may compel the club to make sure we've got the right kind of surface. I mean, not grass or field turf. It means getting better grass.
Yeah.
So, the undersea, all the stuff that goes into having a sturdy pitch.
Okay, so if we get this American football money, Jaime, are you keeping Ryan Williams?
This is going to depend on whether or not Jam's on board or not.
And
we're having some bargaining going on here.
I bid you all a good night. We'll see you next time.
Jam, I will bring back Ryan Williams if we welcome in the Panthers to
Adam for sporting director. You heard it here first.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, over Red, too.
Well.
Ouch.
Yeah. I didn't know that was even up for debate.
I'm just assuming Red probably already put in his stupid video resume.
Oh, yeah. He dusted that bad boy off and emailed a zip file to Sean, man.
He probably gave him a zip disk.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Red.
Shout out to Red.
Red.
Shout out to everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
City FC. The rules, baby. Welcome to the key. City till I die, say hi to the bad guy. Pretty gritty in the key, you see our flag fly, chin check, cash tech, we came to sweep the leg. With all disrespect, LaRouge will bruise your head. 2012, the scene pop, we came to clean clocks. Your team is dream drop, we gave some mean knocks. Stomping on the comp, yeah, we chomping on the bit. Many came and went, but they ain't stopping none of it. Community built, community owned. Roasting foes coast to coast, leave your hope postponed. Spirit of Detroit, lemons the lemonade. Yemen and Bangladesh make a stronger